ladies, if you want to increase your odds with him tenfold, you gotta have these 5 things, okay? Think of this as a 5-ingredient dish. While they're not the easiest things to come around, everything you should be doing from here on out, whether you're watching my videos, getting a session with me, your interactions with him, should be based on one of these 5 things, okay? You need to improve these things, and he is going to see you in a different light. It is not uncommon that when you start doing this stuff, a guy's effort, the amount of resources he invests in you, the consistency, all that dramatically increases because he's seeing you in a different light. That's why I wanted to make this video, okay? So what's going on, everybody? It's your favorite dating coach, Elliot Scott, and as you can see here, 5 things needed for him to see you as the one. The one, sticking out of competition, which let alone is very powerful. A lot of the reasons a man does not commit is FOMO, the fear of missing out. He likes variety, the spice of life. Okay, but we don't want no spices in this dish. This is a 5-ingredient dish. This is all we need. If you do these things, you're set. Okay, so before jumping into it, there's 2 things I want to say. Number 1, this stuff might be a little controversial, and there's always an idiot in the comments who says the stupidest things, that I'm against women and this and that, even though I dedicate my life to helping them out. I've helped thousands of women, one-on-one sessions. I've read exhaustively books, articles, the research, all this type of stuff on this topic. I've been doing this for almost 10 years. Trust me, everything I teach, everything a man wants in one way or another is based on these 5 things. And if you want super in-depth detail on how to maximize the attraction, because attraction is everything. It's what makes an indecisive man decisive. It's what makes an inconsistent man consistent. It's attraction and the amount you have. So if you're literally watching this right now and you're like, my guy's pulling away, my guy's acting like a dick, I can't get guys to commit, I can't get a 3rd date, 4th date, guys are inconsistent, guys are indecisive, guys don't know what they want. No, they don't know any of that shit with you. They know what they want, they're just unsure about you. You can fix that with this guide, okay? So, what are the 5 things, ladies? I said this before. If you follow me on Instagram, I talk about it. It's you have to be physically attractive. Doesn't mean you have to be a model. He just has to find you personally physically attractive, and of course that's subjective. He has to believe you are the best option he can get. Again, just logically, let's not even think this about boyfriend, girlfriend, relationship stuff, but just in general. Why would I settle for less? The only reason a man will settle for less is because that's all he can get is less. If I can't get a 10, okay, he'll settle for a 9. If he can't get a 9, he'll get an 8. If he can't get an 8, he'll settle for a 7. There's no reason for a guy who you're putting on this pedestal, by the way, probably with your actions and being outcome dependent and all this shit. There's no reason for him to, let's just say hypothetically he's a 10. There's no reason for him to be with a 6. Not saying you are, we can flip it around and say the same thing, right? There's no reason for someone to not get the best option possible. That's just not an evolutionary obligation. It just doesn't make sense to do that. The next thing is assets versus liabilities. Are the assets you have worth the liabilities? And when I say liabilities, I mean everyone has liability. Everyone has a flaw. No one's perfect. He's just asking himself, are they worth it? Is it worth the cost of the relationship? The next thing is you make him want to be a better person, and he believes his life is better with you in it than without. These 5 things, ladies, it's not hard. Ladies are wanting all these tactics and all these dark persuasion techniques and these books and these guys and these coaches that are you don't need all that shit. You just need to be a high-value woman with standards and have these 5 things. It's a bundled package, okay? And it should be the same way him to you. If you don't find him attractive, maybe that's not important to you, but it's important to every man. If he's not the best option you can get, if he does not add assets to your life, if he's not an abundance to your life, if he's not making you want to be a better person, and your life isn't better with him in it than without, then I don't know why you're dealing with this guy. Like, cut that shit off, ladies. So these 5 things are so important. And I always say, if you see back here, I say that these things are universal. They really are universal to men. People give me all this shit in the comments about, oh no, different cultures, different this, different. No. In some way, it's always this. Yes, the physical attractiveness may be different from culture to culture, but there has to be some type of physical attractiveness in a majority of cultures. And if you don't agree with that, I don't care. I'm talking about Western cultures anyway. That's my niche, Western cultures. Okay, but the human brain and Mother Nature designed people, not just men, to go after these things because it increases the chance of survival, ladies. Now, with that being said, what is survival? It's more than food and shelter. It's more than just being alive. It's also a eliminator of threats, of stress. We run away from that stuff and go towards comforts. The brain wants to relax. Relax is good. Relax means no threat. You can't be threatened and relaxed at the same time. Well, I guess you can, but you know what I'm saying, not really. So beauty, symmetry, healthiness, being in shape, being in good, all that, assets, having a great personality, great conversations, chemistry, the cuddling, the pampering, the sex, the emotions, the lack of drama and jealousy and bullshit are all good things. The body, the mind, the soul itself goes after these things, okay? These are all the things I talk about back here, like the assets. These are the assets. These are things that are going to make him want to be with you. These are going to make things that make him believe my life is better with her in than without. Holy shit, she has all those traits. She's awesome. And then on top of that, she's attractive, and I can't find any other woman with that bundled package. Yeah, I'm going to commit to her. Ladies, you got to understand that it's a two-step process. There's you needing to show that you have the value. Like, hey, yeah, this is me. Like, this is me, homie. Like, this is what you get. You get this good shit right here. You get this good shit right here. A lot of women are actually really good at doing that. Now, you can always increase your value, man or woman. You can always increase it. But women are not good at the second part, which is the scarcity of it. There's no reason for a man to commit if you're just giving that shit away for free. I have so many clients who do this. I have so many clients who have a lot to offer a guy, and she says, I have all those things, but then she was talking to him for 2, 3, 4, 5 months, and she's wondering why he's not committing. Well, there's 2 reasons why. One, those things aren't as powerful anymore because he's taking them for granted because you've been giving it to him for, basically rent free. And 2, why would he ever transition into something more when he's not getting anything more? He's getting it all right now for a very, very, very low cost of free. The only thing he would actually be losing is his ability to be free and talk to other women. So, of course, he's not going to do that. So, ladies, you have to not only have these things, you have to add a price. Hey, you can have a product. You can have a product. You're the product. And I know that sounds objectifying, but just go with the damn analogy. Like, you're this 5-star product. Everyone wants this shit. But you got to add a price tag to it. How you act, how you react, the standards you have, and the shit you let men get away with or not get away with. That's your price tag. That's your price. People don't do that shit. And for some reason, everyone gets mad at me and gets mad at men and say it's a man's fault. It's like, well, why is it his fault? Like, you're the one showing your value. If you're gonna let him do that shit for 2, 3, 4, 5 months and you're not gonna cut it off, that's on you. He'd be stupid not to take advantage of it. Okay? So, with that being said, there are evolutionary and personal desires. Because everyone will come to me and say, nah, Elliot, this is different shit for different people. That's true. But there are 2 types of desires, okay? There's an evolutionary desire, which is more of the universal, the subconscious, the deeper, the instinctive, the driver, right? That main driver, that main motivator for us to go after things. And these things favor the survival and reproduction, okay? So, attractiveness, abundance of resources, fertility, just things like that. And then there's personal desires, and these are obviously more based on the individual's personal take on what attracts him, stuff that he has gained and valued and learned over time, just preferences, okay, based on his lifestyle and what he has been exposed to. So here's some examples. When it comes to looks, physical attractiveness is the evolutionary desire. We obviously want someone we're attracted to. Whether it's a blonde or brunette is a preference. Personality. We all want someone who we can, who we're pretty compatible with in terms of a personality. In terms of, how well we get along. Do we have similar interests? How do we handle conflicts? Things like that. But the things that we're interested in, for example, these people might be interested in sports. These people might be interested in Star Trek or Star Wars. These people might be interested in anime and video games. These people might be interested in politics. Okay, that's what I call your tribe. Something that you're and I talk about that a lot in my book. Something that you can sense a belonging with, and you always want to find someone in your tribe. And a tribe is a lot more than just people with similar interests. It's also beliefs. It's just important parts of your life that you can relate and share and value with other people, that you sense a belonging or a group with. Okay, and then of course there's beneficial traits. We all want someone who has assets, who's very beneficial to us. Obviously, those are more of a evolutionary desire. But when it comes to personal desires or personal traits, it depends on the person. For example, if you're an insecure person, you might want someone who gives you more validation. Whereas if you're a avoidant type, all that validation might get annoying, and you want space instead. So you have to know what kind of person you're looking for, and are you guys actually puzzle pieces that fit together? I always say that analogy. You have to think of puzzle pieces. Some people try to force these damn pieces together, and it's just like, no, like, you can like the guy, but sometimes that's just not enough. Lifestyle is very important too. Okay, so this is a quick video. This is the last part, but this is a very important part. I want you to understand kind of how it goes through a man's mind. First, he's searching for the one. This is obviously if he's ready to commit. Then he's going to go, the first thing he's going to do is search in his tribe. He usually starts out and goes in. So an example of this would be, like I have the rest here. He wants to go after women who, he has familiarity with, maybe who are already a part of his social group, networking, his circle, ones that are what I call already pre-qualified. Okay, so there's all those women. So within those women, he's going to go after the ones who he's more relatable with. We get along, I'm more attracted to her, stuff like that. And then out of those women, he's going to be like, well, the ones that prefer him. Because there's no reason for me to like you if you don't like me. Well, it's not, or to continue, it's not going to work out. So then it's going to be, okay, well, ones who like me back. And then out of those ones, he's going to choose which one he's going to commit to. So it's like a filtering process, okay? But you will never get through the filters, ladies. You will never niche down to be that perfect girl if you do not have these 5 things. They are so important. And if you want to know how to build these things, this book is 200 pages and it literally tells you how to do it. This is how simple it is, ladies. It's these 5 things. Everything you should be doing in terms of improving yourself for relationships, for the market value. I hate to say it like that because it sounds so objectifying, but if I was talking to dudes too, I'd say the same thing. I'd be like, dude, you ain't looking the part. You got a beer gut and you lost all your hair. Like, you better get your shit together and look like Jason Statham if that, come on. Like, it's just what it is. What people don't like about that is not just the hard work, but it just sounds really defeating. But you got to understand, you're going against other people who want the same thing. Everyone wants love. Everyone wants relationships. Everyone wants commitment, for the most part, or eventually they do. We're competing for the same things. And there's no reason for me to date someone who I believe is, that I can just get better, right? And there is someone out there statistically who is just crushing you at this, like your competition, who's crushing you at this, And then you wonder why you're single. I hate to say that, and again, I would say this to men too. That's just the reality of it. It's a different day in the modern dating. I can go on. Hey, let's just say my girlfriend breaks up with me. I don't have a girlfriend, but let's just say my girlfriend breaks up with me. Here in Illinois, in my city. Oh, boo hoo. Who gives a shit? I can get on my goddamn phone, reach a 50-mile radius, and find someone better. Statistically, there probably is. That's just how it is nowadays, ladies. People don't like that. That's just the truth. I think there's comfort in that personally, because it's like, well, hey, if I'm improving myself, if I'm working on myself, if I'm knowledgeable of all this, if I get sessions, if I get this book, and if I keep watching these videos, like, I'm aware and I'm improving, that you already beat 97% of the people out there. You just got to keep at it. You already beat 97% of the people. If you're always improving yourself, you're going to win. It's just consistency. It's consistency. But a lot of people get very defeated, which I can understand. But ladies, hey, this is just the truth. But here you go. These are the 5 things. Again, if you want more information on that, there's my guide. Here's how men go about it. They have a very, very filtering process. You're only going to filter down. The more of those things you have, the more you're going to filter down. So that being said, ladies, I love you all. Take care and peace.